Tiny. Yeah, it's you. Shop. I can rent a car.
Hell yeah.
All right. What's your name?
Trent.
And what about you?
Bryn.
Bren, my name's Carmelo. Nice meeting you too. It's only 11 minutes, but if you need chargers, sit back down here. How's your night?
It's good.
Is it over, or is this an intermission, or?
No, it's over. We're flying home tomorrow. Well, temporarily. We're moving here. So
Oh yeah?
we're flying
Where from?
to Houston.
Really? I haven't had somebody move from Texas to here in a while. What? Usually, we're the two states people are moving to.
I know.
Yeah, it's
The work.
yeah.
So why are you leaving?
I
You
got
got a promotion, yeah.
I got promoted, so I've
That's a good thing.
moved a couple times. We're originally from Houston,
Okay.
so moved to California, moved back to Texas, and now I'm moving again.
Okay.
It's not a bad place. Like I could have been
it's
like
really cool.
Cleveland or who knows
The
where
next
else.
option is going to be Cleveland. So
Yeah,
thank God.
You're choosing these places, right?
I don't-
Your work's
I
not
know.
sending you.
Well, you
Interview
for
against a
them,
bunch of people.
so-
Oh no way! So you like
Yeah.
won the Florida
Oh,
position?
Yeah.
Won the floor.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the next one was going to be Cleveland, and I
No
was like,
way.
You better win that.
look,
That's
Midwest,
cool.
not a
Okay.
fucking thing for me, and I do not want to live in snow. It's fun to visit, but
So that's what happened with Cali. Is it was another situation like
yeah.
that?
Which was
It
amazing.
so good.
I loved it. We were in Northern California for 4 years, and I fucking loved it.
How far is that from like the stereotypical California?
Well, it was like an hour and a half from
San Francisco.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you weren't like in the madness.
No, I wasn't in the madness.
Okay.
Which is great.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like it was kind of like, for us, it seemed like an up and coming Austin, Sacramento.
Okay.
Another capital city, kind of weird, but awesome. Like, I
Yeah,
loved
it
so
wasn't
much.
like at all the California you'd like imagine.
Okay.
It is like that.
Well, I am looking for that opinion, but it is good to know that you weren't stuck in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we weren't. And I mean, our weekends were amazing. In Tahoe every
We actually just came back from there just to visit friends for a few days.
So what do you just hear, like checking it out, like getting ready to?
Yeah, looking at
Okay.
neighborhoods, trying to figure out where we're gonna live.
Now, are you living? Are you going to live in Tampa?
Yeah, we're gonna probably
Well,
do.
we looked at St.
okay.
Petersburg as soon as we landed and kind of was like, wow, it's pretty good. But I don't think,
I'd be commuting because I'm gonna be in
Yeah.
Tampa.
You're going to be working in Tampa.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
And
so
the houses are not like, they're pretty much like, yeah, they're really redo them.
so there's over 1.4 million people in the Tampa area. 600,000 of them are like in Tampa. Like 1.4 million in Hillsborough County, 600,000 are here. Pinellas County is slightly over a million across the board.
Yeah.
Pinellas County, of all 67 counties, is the most populated county according to square footage. So now Tampa Bay, of the 5 main county areas, is the fastest growing. So we're getting to have a healthy growth. We're supposed to be getting 18 new residents a day. We're getting over 70.
We can see that in the housing market.
Right, exactly.
Even looking,
Trust me,
yeah.
I got out of Pinellas County because I wanted to get my first house. I mean, I drive for a living, so I'm not too worried about commutes.
Exactly.
Now, if you do live in Pinellas County, when you commute to Tampa, it's almost always clear. To Tampa, during rush hour is almost always clear. Out of Tampa is terrible. So you'll actually have the best of both worlds, assuming that you know, it's a standard 9 to 5 type situation. So it won't be a problem. So it'll be, not to mention, for the first time in my life, I've been here for, I've been an adult for 20 some odd years. We're putting up that second bridge to cross over. That's going to be amazing for people. So what I just told you might not apply when they finally get that bridge. So about 8 or 9 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, like we were always growing, I guess, but like Florida got like famous in a way. 9 or 10 years ago, Clearwater Beach became the #1 beach in the country. and it held that rating for 3 years, which has never been done by an American beach before. So Daytona's got it twice in a row, 8 times, if that makes sense. So I guess they're the most popular, still in Florida. But when Clearwater Beach hit the map, you know, high rises started to go up, like parking. Have you seen Clearwater Beach?
We've only been to St. Pete Beach. We haven't been to Clearwater.
St. Pete is definitely a cool beach. It's more quaint. Clearwater is like a family-friendly Miami. So that's what it looks like, but it doesn't feel like you're not going to get, like there's one club. It's busy, you know, for the 2.5 miles that it is.
Right.
But it is definitely family-friendly. You know, bars do stay open, but you don't see that. It is definitely more of a touristy kind of thing. To me, it's a beautiful place. Ever since Clearwater Beach became the #1 beach for those 3 years, an initiative called Visit St. Pete Clearwater was born, and basically they put $2 billion into St. Pete and Clearwater every 4 years. I had a guy yesterday, he hasn't been to St. Pete in 9 years. He went there and he's like, what is this place? And I'm like, it's exploded.
Yeah. We had lunch on the beach and it was just like very impromptu, like let's just choose up, and then we're like, holy shit, like.
Yeah. So St. Pete, especially people that aren't used to being here, is the best place. Like it's so good that it's bad for Ubers, because when you bring somebody there, they're not going to bar hop or go to other places. You could just walk there. It's like a perfect square. It's a very, very well organized city, whereas Tampa is not. I mean, just putting things wherever they could for the last 200 some odd years. You know, but it's definitely, I wouldn't live here. I personally wouldn't want to live here, you know, but in Pinellas, especially St. Pete, there's very few small pockets that are undesirable, if you will. Real estate's been blowing up ever since COVID. So is yours, you know. I mean, people have been flooding to red states, regardless of where you stand. That's, you know, the freest states during COVID, people were coming to. Then we were getting over 110 people per day, permanent residents. It's been a few months since I've seen her, but there was this 26-year-old girl that 5 years ago, she foolishly bought a house for almost $250,000, like this, to me, a shitty little house. She bought it because she was a college partier and she wanted to be right in the middle of all the partying and whatnot. And she didn't have money like that. She just was paying a ton towards a mortgage. Worst decision she ever made. So she said, I got her in the car and she was like worn out. I thought she had a bad day. But what happened was she ended up getting her house appraised. It's worth over $500,000 now, 5 years. And this girl who made the worst decision of her life turned into the best decision. And she's like, I don't even know what to do with that kind of money. I don't even deserve it. It was a failed decision that came out on top. Things are blowing up. I picked up a kid and he was heading 40 minutes east to Brandon. And kids usually hate that because there's nothing out there. You know, property's cheap. It looks beautiful, but it's not like this. I mean, take you 20 minutes to go see a movie, you know. And I just asked him, you know, it's got to suck moving out here. He's like, yeah. He's like, we just moved there. I said, why? Why did you guys, where'd you live? He said, we lived in Tampa, in the heart of Tampa. So why did you move? And he said, well, our family was living in a 2,500 square foot home and my dad sold it for $1.4 million. So they moved to Brandon into a 6,000 square foot home for $600,000. The guy is almost a millionaire over a house that was half the size just because of location. I mean, yeah, the last 5 years has changed people's lives, at least here, you know, and obviously it's going up in Pinellas County. I moved because of it. I was chasing cheaper rent for the longest time, just not really owning property seriously, you know.
Funny you say it, because he was saying earlier, like, how crazy is it? Because we're gonna buy and we're corporate housing for a few months, but we're like, oh, what if we wanted to rent? We're looking up stuff, and like the fact that it is so much more expensive here than California.
Oh yeah, I could rent a house in Northern California for half the prices.
Probably four. We were spending close to $4, and now we can. I mean,
like a brand new build in the middle of Sacramento, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, like 2,800 square feet,
8, and it's
like
an old
2 times, 3 times that cost, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, it's a little wild. I decided to drive for Uber full time, so I gave up my career because of this blow up. I'm not kidding when I say 2 years ago I made 6 figures just driving for Uber, and it's something where I chose to just do this instead of what I went to school for. So that being said, I'm sure you can imagine I don't really get like the best people all the time, you know. And it's got to be a good vibe, and you know, and I look for it. I can't make it happen, but I enjoyed talking to you guys. I had some fun. I'm glad it was you guys, and you know, I've been dealing with the bar crowd for a while. It's nice to just slow down for a second. So when I get good, memorable people, I actually have something for you.
Yeah.
So you
Thanks.
see that headrest, the center headrest?
Yeah.
You see the brown strap?
Yeah.
So take that strap off and pull that box up, and go ahead and open it up. Yeah, I appreciate meeting you guys. Congratulations on the promotion.
Dude, delish.
Yes. Kidding?
This is freaking awesome. Hell yeah.
If you're gonna do something, you may as well be good at it.
This is outstanding. Oh yeah.
Welcome to Florida.
Fuck yeah, dude.
What's your name?
My name's Carmelo. Sometimes it's 10 times a day that I get to open that cooler. Sometimes it's 0. So today you are number 2 since 8 p.m.
This is amazing.
Here we go. Hang it back.
Yeah.